Greetings, my dear viewers. The Square on Air. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next analytical video. Also, don't forget to join my Discord as the latest news are always there. Anyways, enough talking and let's get to the point. Yesterday, we received some troll leaks from Defuk Boom's Discord server, which were shown on a VC, and it was honestly hella sus. But today, we also received the full season 23 of Skibidi Toilet, and it actually has a crazy meaning behind this. Today, we will talk about the upgrades the Astro UFO had, about the secret plan, about the line Titan TV man said, and much more. So get comfortable and let's dive into the details. First, let's talk about when the episode might be releasing and some theories. I think that the reason why Defuk hasn't released episode 72 is because he was probably thinking on what extra scenes to add and the upgrades the UFO Astro Toilet was gonna get, because maybe he didn't upgrade him yet and had to work on his upgrades before releasing the full season 23. And as we know, this full compilation gives us so much information. But now let me actually get into a release date. Since the season 23 released today, I think it will release from tomorrow all the way to the next Saturday. But if we are going to talk about what could be an exact release date, it could be from Monday to Tuesday or Saturday, since we know that's when he mostly releases them. But now let's get into some theories. First of all, I want to talk about how the plot of episode 72 will go. I think that we will most likely see the toilets going to attack or going to a new base of some sort, because first of all, we saw how the toilets all flied towards one direction, which makes me think that they are going to attack. But this base we are at doesn't necessarily have to be the Onky toilet base. What if they have more bases? I will take the Skibidi multiverse as an example, because in the multiverse series, we see how there are multiple numbers of base. For example, in the episode 28, we were at Skibidi base 6. Correct me in the comments if I am wrong, but throughout the multiverse, we've been seeing Skibidi base 4-1 and even 5, which could be what's happening in the original series. But we already had an episode where the toilets are taking over, which was episode 71, so I think that in episode 72, it will probably have to do with something with the Astro toilets. And since later in the video, in the extra scenes, we saw how all of the Titans went to follow the toilets, which I don't know if they went the same direction or if they went the opposite to trick the toilets, but all I know is that this episode will have a ton of lore to it. But anyways, let's get to analyzing the extra scenes. Disclaimer: I will not analyze the troll leak since there is a lot of voices to the video footage and you cannot hear clearly. In the first extra scene, we see the UFO Astro Toilet pull out a mini tablet while talking in a weird Skibidi language. After he puts away his small tablet and turns around, the other Astro Toilet teleports in front of him. And the Astro UFO talks Skibidi language, and now we see how the upgraded Astro Toilet can talk Chinese, Skibidi language, French, English, Spanish. After this, the Astro Toilet teleports away, and the UFO also. But just when the cameraman nod at each other, the Astro UFO comes in front of them and destroyed what seemed to be a telescope on top of a computer base. Then, he stares deeply at us, and uses his new lasers. I thought that G-Man was the only one that could fire lasers from his eyes, but it looks like the Astro Toilets are able to do that, which could honestly mean that they are robots. But I'm not going to get deep into it since we don't know what will happen. This time, the lasers were red, which could have also made a huge difference between the orange laser, perhaps red lasers are more powerful than orange lasers, and red are only for the high-ranked toilets. It could be possible, but anyways, in the other extra scene, we are actually in the POV of the Terracotta Twin, and this time we are looking at how Plunger Cameraman is just staring forward, which I think this takes place when he was talking to the secret agent. We also see how the large cameraman with the huge blaster didn't get unalived but was just simply injured, which is good to know. When the Terracotta Twin went towards the place he originally was defeated, the secret agent hologram comes on the screen and he says, "What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Get back and stick to the plan. I am sure you'll convince them." Respects in the chat for the Terracotta Twin wanting to see Plunger Cameraman for maybe the last time. But this scene actually has a ton of meaning, and with this, we know that there is still more to the plan. This means that the secret agent probably has a plan for the Astro Toilets. But what does he mean by convince them? I don't think it's to convince them into thinking he's dead. I instead think that he means to convince them into doing something or to go somewhere. I'll probably bring some more valid theories on this in another video since this video is quick. After he plays like he is dead on the floor, a squad of cameramen start to come in, and this actually might prove my theory I had for episode 69 right, because I actually said that the cameraman were going to take the OG accessories with them, and if you want to hear that banger theory, then go to the video on screen right now, after you watch this video, of course. But then, a upgraded speaker man comes towards the terracotta twin and gives him a hand. And ladies and gentlemen, Dark Speaker Man and Plunger Cameraman will always be in our hearts, but a new duo has been born, at least I think. But then, we go into a scene where all of the cameramen are laying down on the ground dead. After this, we look above, and Titan Cameraman with his face of anger destroys a toilet and flies away. Then the Titan Speakerman charges his blaster and leaves. Right after this, Titan TV Man puts the angry face says something and leaves the scene with lightning showing he was very pissed off. Which he actually was because he said a crazy ass line, and I honestly couldn't figure it out. I had to watch a few videos, but he says, "I will murder this motherfucker." Listen to it yourself. Anyways, that's it for the extra scenes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe. And may the force of the square be with you. Good luck!